Hey, hello everyone. This is Shriram. We are talking for PMP success stories here. And I have Anil who cleared PMP recently. So, first, congratulations, Anil, for this wonderful achievement.
Thank you so much, Shri, and all thanks to ShriLearning.
Great, great. I think it's on December 7th, right? Let me see if I can bring up that certificate. Uh,
Yes, it was actually on December 7th.
December 7th. Okay, I think it's a very important day in your life after this exam, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I have never felt so much happiness after writing an exam.
I know we have crossed many things. I know you are an R&D and definitely we've seen different challenges in life. But again, this challenge is a little tricky challenge, right? You read, you prepare, but you don't know whether you're ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started my journey, I was really scared because even when I joined for the course, I was not sure whether am I in the right time to go for PMP because I have only 5+ years of experience. And during the first session, there was a breakout room which happened. So I had a conversation with others, and they were all having too much of experience. One guy was having 22 years of experience, the other guy was 18, the other guy was 15. So I was like, oh my God, am I really in the right place? Can I really get this done?
Mm,
So I got really scared, but somewhere down the line, I saw the same people admitting that throughout their career, they have learned so many project management techniques, but they were doing it wrong. So they
mm,
realized that techniques and their concepts or a realization about certain concepts was totally wrong,
mm,
and they were doing that unlearning. So compared to that, I thought, okay, I'm in a better place because many of the concepts were fresh to me, and I got a chance to learn it in a proper way.
mm.
So I was, even though I was scared in the beginning, that got changed somewhere down the line in the class and even in the discussions and all. And there was a huge effect from your motivation, because of your motivation only, I planned for an exam this year and got it cleared. Otherwise, I would not
Wow.
have done it this year.
Nice to hear that, Anil. That's I'm getting motivated now. The way you have seen the journey, I like the way you said. First, you were scared of that, and later that turned into confidence, in a sense that you understood. I'm learning early in my life on the best way of implementing. I think
Yes, yes, absolutely.
that's a very core thing I believe, because rightly you say there are many people who do management. Of course, they do a good job, but still they would have felt, my God, I should have done this 10 years back. My level of growth would have been better, right? So you did a good choice, and I'm so happy. Mm,
And even in your classes, you are showing so many real life projects, massive projects which had huge impact. And I was also motivated by that. So I always thought, okay, so PMB can be the door of that particular stage wherein I can be part of a huge project wherein I can make some impact.
amazing.
So, and of course, your messages and your motivations throughout WhatsApp or through the classes, that helped me a lot to get the PMP done in 2023. Otherwise, it would have been delayed too much.
Good to know. Good to know, Anil. I'm happy that you're determined, right? That's very important. I mean, setting a clear date and a clear goal and start moving towards it. I think that's very important. Amazing. Great, great. So, Anil,
Even in the big Yeah,
please.
even in the beginning also, I was part of June batch, but due to work and everything, I got delayed by initial plan was to complete that by August 10, but that got delayed late because too much of work and some other personal stuff, everything came up. So I was not getting enough time to do it or learn properly. So that's something that I feel like I should have done a little bit early, but
Hmm.
it went really well. And as you have mentioned earlier, like finalize one date, then fix the appointment, then only we will get that serious. So in October, I took the date. I got really serious. 2.5 months, I dedicated too much time for that, and finally, that dream came true.
Fantastic. No, that's a happiness, right? That's a nice, good one. So now a little on your profile. At least I have seen you as an R&D person. So you want to give a little background on what you do and why PMP is useful for you.
Um, even though I am part of an R&D, I was part of many projects from my previous companies and all. Even from my starting, where I did my master thesis, I was part of a company and I was handling multiple projects there as a project coordinator and all.
Mm,
So working in different projects started from there. So from that time onwards, I wanted to be and wanted to learn more about project management, and PMB was always a dream from that time.
mm.
So that's how I reached the stage.
Okay, it's a dream for a while. That's nice to know.
Yep.
That's nice to know. Sometime, sometime it is a push from the management that you have to complete it. But what I'm hearing from you is it's a dream for yourself that you want to upskill.
Yes, yes. I had a plan for CAPM. Then I thought, okay, we'll go for PMB. Then we'll get it done. So it
Okay.
was like a leap of faith. Then,
Okay. Hitting the big fish, that's important.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Nice to know, Anil. So, Anil, what happened is many people have this one question. However, experience I have, when I read the book, the content looks broad, wide. Sometimes I feel much of content. Uh, I'm getting lost in the content, right? So, did you had this kind of feel reading the content was tough?
Yes, absolutely. When I started my class, some of the terms or some of the discussions went over my head. Like I can't even realize what exactly is this people talking about, and I was not knowing anything at that time. Even though I knew the concepts, but people were too much into different things and different concepts. So I was actually scared at that point of time. But your classes were really simple, so I got a chance to understand things in a more simpler way. So that helped me a lot.
Great.
And I agree that it's really hard to sit and read for a very long time. Even I face the same thing. Initially, it was too much of a struggle for me too.
Mm.
So I went through the same path only. So, but it will take some time to get aligned with all the concepts and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So the pain is common for everyone, but only thing you need that determination to sit and read. That is for sure.
Yes,
You cannot run away from that.
yes, absolutely.
Right, nice to know. And the next question people have here is sometimes the questions what we face, it's all of a real life scenarios being asked, situations, right? A person coming with a 3 years of a 5 years or 8 years or 10 years of experience, sometimes in your career you have not gone through those experiences when they put as a question. Did you face that kind of question, and did you had a challenge of answering those scenario questions?
Absolutely. I start my preparation was like I started with the Rita and Agile practice guide.
Mm,
So it took me too much time to complete that book itself, but somehow I made it through. Then what I started was like I practiced more practice questions.
mm,
So through that I got exposed to different practical life situations. So I understood like this is how the questions are coming, and since we have gone through the book, we'll get an idea. Oh, since I have read it somewhere, we can go back there and check what exactly is that concept and learn that in detail.
mm,
So book reading was main thing which I did from the first stage of my practice. Then the practice questions. Even in exam also there was situations where you could easily eliminate for two choices out of the four, and
mm,
two you will seem like that's absolutely correct, you can't eliminate that. Then what I did was like, okay, so we are in this particular situation. If it's a servant leadership kind of questions, I'll think like, okay, if I'm a servant leader, what would I do in that particular situation? Or if it's asking something about an agile kind of way, then I would think, okay, within an agile mindset, what we will do in that particular situation. So I
mm,
would try to arrive at a logic based on that by thinking
mm.
in that particular perspective. That's something that I utilized for the exam also, because exam
Mm.
was a little bit tough also.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
used to arrive at a logic through that particular perspective.
I like that. I like that idea. So 2 points I heard now. When you read a question like scenario or a tough question, first elimination technique, definitely one or two answers will be
Yeah,
totally away from it. Remove that. And now you go to the two closest answer. As you rightly said, both answer looks correct. Now you what you do is you think from
yeah,
the scenario what is explained. You put yourself there and see from that perspective. Okay.
Yes, that's what I did. So that helped me a lot.
Hmm.
So for all the questions, I tried to arrive at a logic based on that. If that is too
Hmm.
tough to get the answer, so
Hmm.
that was the main thing which I did for the exam also.
That's a good point, Anil. I like that. So, which means that you really no need to have that 10 or 20 years of experience to go through all the scenarios to come for the exam. It is something like you read the subject, you visualize yourself on those kind of scenarios. Chances are you can get close to the answers, right?
Yes, even in the beginning of this conversation, I mentioned like people were having too much of experience. Even they mentioned the same thing, like we are unlearning so many things in the classes, in the discussions. So
Okay.
it's not about the experience. It's about how we perceive things. I feel
Hmm.
like that, but definitely that technical project management knowledge should be there.
Hmm.
Some without that knowledge, we won't be able to arrive at that particular assumption or that
Makes
choice.
sense. Makes sense. That's a good point. Good point. All right. So now the audience who are watching this video, definitely they want to ask this question. Yeah, this book reading is good. Question practicing is good. Main exam. How was the main exam? Was it moderate, very tough? What was your thought there?
The the questions were actually moderately tough, I would
Mhm.
say, and the
Mhm.
first 60 questions, it took too much time because the questions were too long, and I really got scared for the first 60 questions. Even the
Okay.
first question which I opened, it was like a big question. I took a lot of time to completely read that,
Uh,
and there was match the following also. So for some questions, my entire screen was having large blocks which I need to
wow.
match.
Wow.
So I got really scared for the first 60 questions, but somehow I managed through. After the 60 questions, I really want to come out for a 10 minutes break. Then
Mm.
after that 10-minute break, I felt relaxed, and the remaining 120 questions was manageable. Like questions were small,
Okay.
not like what happened in the first 60 questions.
Okay.
Uh, and there were questions on graphs also. So like they will give you a graph and they will ask you what exactly is going wrong or right in that particular projects. So
Hmm.
that was also something
Spot.
exciting or
You have to
something
spot
tricky.
in the
Yeah.
graph. You have to spot in the graph.
No, it was not like that. It will show
Uh-huh.
you a graph and it will ask you like, is there anything going wrong or is there anything
Ah,
going right
okay.
in that particular.
Okay.
So it will have different options in that, and it will tell you, okay, this is going right, this is going bad, this is
Okay.
something that needs to be addressed or something like that.
Ah, okay.
So that was also kind of a tricky question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but the majority part which got me scared was the first 60 questions. Too much of maths are following, two big questions, and it took me a lot of time.
So,
But
Anil,
I was able to manage the time. Yeah,
now what I'm saying is when you join the class, they scared you on the first day. Same way in the exam, they scared you first 60 questions, huh?
absolutely. I took too much time, and I got stressed answering all those first 60 questions.
God, man. God, man. You would have felt for a moment, man, did I came to the wrong exam?
But I had I had confidence in my preparation. Even when I did my first mock, people used to tell like ShriLearning mocks are tough, which is actually tough. And people used to tell if you score above 65%, you are well and good. You can go for the exam. So even I didn't want to take my first mock, thinking like, okay, if my scores are bad, I lose my confidence. So I thought, okay, let it be. We'll take the first mock. Then I did the first mock and I scored around 74%. By seeing at the score, I thought, okay, is there something wrong with the website or is it showing 74% is the wrong? Okay, but it was fun. I got 74. Then I thought, okay, let's try multiple times, see whether the scores are repeating. Then I repeated the mocks again. So I was scoring above 70. So I had that confidence with my basics and my preparation. So
Yeah,
exam was
that's right.
not that much stressful, but the first 60 questions was a bit stressful.
Yeah, Anil, rightly you said the base of your learning was really good. The way you grasp the content, either from class listening or reading the book, went really well to you. And another point is question reading ability. I used to say this many times in the class that your reading and listening should be better. Then only you can answer this kind of examination. A general reading you cannot answer.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to be very cautious while you read the question. I would say that if you got 70 plus in tree learning regularly, which means Your base is good. On top of that, your reading ability is really good. That's
Yeah,
right.
actually, that confidence for the exam came from the mocks
Okay.
and practice from the ShriLearning mocks.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good to know. So, how is it with the family? Who was supporting you for this exam?
Actually, everyone was supporting. Even my mother, when she used to call, she will be asking, "Are you still studying? Is it over or what?" Then my friends used to call, "You're canceling all the trips. Is it still done? Please try, go for the exam, get it done."
God,
And even my
man.
wife, she was also asking the same thing. So everyone was pressurizing me. So I had no other option other than to go for the exam.
Okay, it's a very friendly support. At the same time, they keep pushing him and close it. We'll go for a holiday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good to know. Good to know. Hope you celebrated post exam. You had some party, fun with the friends. Stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. With yeah,
Okay, that
it was really a nice experience, and I never felt so much joy having that provisional certificate with me. But
uh-huh.
even though I got that pass certificate, I just wanted to make sure that I'll get that PMI certificate before telling everyone. So I didn't announce it anywhere. So
Okay.
I waited around 11 hours to announce it to everyone till I get that PMI certificate. And
Nice.
I sometimes feel like that's the most beautiful certificate anyone can get.
I like the way, man. You feel how proud with the certificate. Maybe you can print it and have that in a frame.
Yeah, even I was also thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I've done it, and I have done it when I got it. I got a wooden frame on the online by the time of 2016.
Okay.
I put it there. If I don't feel proud, no one around me will feel proud about it. So first, I should feel proud about what I did because it's not a certificate. It shows a character for the last 3 months, how you were able to switch from your regular life and show your determination to get something. Yeah, that's how it is. So you should be
Yeah,
proud. You should be proud.
even after the exam, like now I feel like I have more free time because for the past 2 months I was more dedicated to this. Now I feel like I have more time. I don't know what to do with that.
People wake up morning 4, 5 to read for the exam. Once exams get over, they wake up again at same 5 o'clock the next day. So they don't know what to do. Sometimes I get a message, "Shri, I got up early, man. What to read now?"
Even I'm also in the same situation. I'm wondering what to do next because I have too much of free time.
Yeah. So what I say to these people is, see, you read and declared the exam. Doesn't mean that you got all with you. So now go back and read again.
Yeah,
Now read in a relaxed mode. Like sit down on the sofa and flip the pages and see, note down the points. How can you take it to your career? If you can do that, I
yeah.
think that is what important, right? Getting certificate, yeah, nice, beautiful. Now, what is for the career? So
Yeah,
that,
even in my office also sometimes we'll tell like be agile, have that agile mindset. So before joining this, I was not having a clear idea of what exactly these people are talking about. But now I can correlate many things, and I can
okay,
understand many different things in my office also. That helped me a lot.
nice to know. Good to know. Super good. All right, then. So thanks a lot, Anil, for coming up here. It was a nice conversation to see how you travel through this journey. I'm sure that's going to be help many people who are watching this video through YouTube. And meantime, if you have any final bullet points specifically, hey, do this, something in your mind, you can let know.
What I would suggest is go through Rita,
Mm,
then Agile Practice Guide first. So that will give you a base idea of what exactly is there in the project management.
mm,
Then after that, try for mocks or practice questions. So go through that. That will help you to analyze what exactly is your gap and analyze the correct questions also to make sure that your logic is correct with whatever is there in the book. So
mm.
that's something that I did. Even if it's a wrong question or right question, I always analyze that and I identify what exactly is the logic behind that. So that helped me a lot. Um, so that's the main thing that I would suggest. Practice uh, than book reading.
Okay. Practice makes perfect. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good point. It's a good point. All right. Fantastic. Good to hear. Thanks for coming up here, Anil. And I really appreciate your approach towards exam, the confidence you showed in the class when you saw experienced people, you got a little scared, then you turned into confidence. You went to exam hall, the paper was tough for a while, and then you got the confidence. I believe you have that determination to go till the end. I think that is what is driving you. Yeah, great.
Yes, and obviously a huge amount of motivation came from you also, and I'm thankful for that.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. So keep rocking and keep winning more, Anil. And once again, thanks a lot. And from all the viewers watching this video, I'm sure you got some motivation from Anil. And let's wish him congratulations for the success. Give your likes, give your comments for his success. And also, you can ask questions how the exam went on and how to prepare. We'll be happy to help you over there. Yeah. So once again, thanks a lot, Anil. And as I always say that apply what you learn, and that will make you a better person. Good wishes, and thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Shri. Yeah, thank you.
Great. And